Hi, this is Quinn, and welcome back to Quintech Retro. So in this video, I am doing the follow-up to my neighbor's Nintendo NES system, and in this video I'm doing a repair. It's not really sort of a repair. All I did was I used some alcohol and cleaned up some contacts on the cartridges and the cartridge slot in the Nintendo system. So I didn't do a whole lot of work, and I had to sort of fiddle around. There was this one, I only have 3 cartridges to work with. One of them is Bump and Jump, and had a little bit thicker PCB, so when it slotted in, it had a little bit more firm little push in at the end when you push it in, and apparently not all the contacts were lined up correctly. The alignment was a little off, so it was easier on the other 2 cartridges. I have Metroid and Spy vs. Spy and Bump and Jump. So on Metroid and Spy vs. Spy, I cleaned the cartridges with alcohol, and I also did with the other one that I'm having problems with. I cleaned all the contacts, and then I also used like this little cleaning card, they call it. I work at a hotel. I got this little cleaning card. It's to clean the key card in a magnetic lock at a hotel. But I brought it home so I could clean the cartridge slot, because it's hard to get inside. There's contacts on top and contacts on the bottom. It's hard to get inside there. So I borrowed this cleaning card, and I used it to clean where you insert the cartridge into. So I did that, and well, you'll see in the video. At the beginning, I just try it out before I do any cleaning, and I'm having some problems, and I'm fiddling. I finally get it to sort of work occasionally, and then I clean it, and then I get the first 2 cartridges to work like all the time. You just slot them in, press it in, and they work. Well, the 3rd cartridge, which is the Bump and Jump, I had to kind of force it over. Not force it, you just kind of have to put a little pressure to put it over to the left hand side when you press it in, so that all the everything lines up, the contacts between the cartridge and the cartridge slot. And this video apparently ran way longer than I actually realized. This might be, with this opening little video, almost a 2-hour video. Most of my videos are less than an hour. My aim is to be like 30 to 40 minutes, but this was like, I was looking, it was like an hour and 40 minutes. I did leave some space at the beginning to give this opening video, but usually the opening video is like 5 minutes or less. So, well, let me not stretch this along anymore. Let me not drag this along anymore. But this is my NES console repair video that I was actually successful at. I actually got the console to work. So, pat on my own back. I'm proud of myself. And thank you to me. And like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. And thanks for coming along on my latest video. and I will talk to you on the next video, I guess, if you come back. I hope I didn't scare you off with this long-ass video. Alright. Take care, and without further ado, let's move along with my latest video. This is Quinn from Quintech Retro. I'm back here with my neighbor's NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, and he made me an offer. He has a Game Gear, and he said if I could get this NES working, that he would give me that Game Gear with whatever games came with it or whatever. So I know the Game Gear, obviously it's an older Sega handheld system that was, the hardware was pretty much based on the Sega Master System, and the games that came out with it, or came out for it, were, they tried to kind of soup them up to make them a little more, fancied them up from the Sega Master System games. But the main thing I remember about that system was it ate batteries like nobody's business. I think it held 6 AA batteries. You got maybe 2 to 3 hours of battery life out of that. And then you had to change out all the batteries. So, this system, the problem with this system is when you first turn it on, and I showed it in my last video, I hooked it up through RF to the television, to my flat screen, and whenever you turn it on, a game in or not, all it shows is a black screen and sort of a, more of a dark gray, light black or dark gray screen with sort of a rolling pattern on the screen. And I just looked at a video that gave me an idea of what to try, because I've never, like I said in my last video, I've never actually owned any Nintendo hardware. But it told me, it showed me a trick that might get this to work. And one thing I forgot to show in my last video, and my friend Adam, I showed you all around the system. I showed you the front, I showed you the back, but one thing I forgot to show was this side. And look at this. It has built-in composite, the audio and the video. So this is obviously going to put out a cleaner signal. Obviously not the best picture, but a cleaner signal than this RF going, radio frequency going through channels 3 or 4 into your TV. So you have this other option. So I already kind of tested this out. So I found in a previous video, a Sega Saturn video, I said, I wish I had a CRT television. And lo and behold, someone left this, I think it's either a 12 or a 13 inch. I haven't actually measured it. It's probably a 13 inch, but maybe a 12 inch. Someone left it on the side of the road, just up the street from me. I saw it on my way to work one day. I was like, I hope that's still there when I'm coming home, because I am sure as heck gonna go pick it up and see if it's working. And look at that, it works. It didn't come with a remote, but heck, it's side of the road fine. So, and it does have the composite in. It's in mono, single audio, and the composite video, and you got your channel up and down, and your volume up and down, and your power, and then even it has a little headphone jack, so for a little mini television, it has quite a few options. So, this is mono, perfect fit, right? So, I've got this is just your standard kind of audio cable, RCA plug audio cable to hook old audio equipment up together before the digital age, and this is perfect. So I'm going to use white for video and red for audio. So I'll repeat that here. White for video, red for audio. And I'll plug in the power. And I'm going to plug in a single gamepad, the original Nintendo gamepad. And I'll show you. Let me open this. And this is Metroid, a much loved and highly sought after game. I don't know how many versions of this they made. I don't know how many copies of this they actually produced. But you put that in there. Start it. Well, it's got a gray screen. But this is the trick I saw this YouTuber show. You take another cartridge and you sort of wedge it in there. Oh, come on. This just worked a second ago. Maybe you turn it off first and then turn it back on. This just worked a second ago. So that's what it was doing before. It was like there was nothing plugged in. It was just blinking like that. Let's see. Oh! Look, I didn't even have to wedge anything. Now it's working. Look. They said wedge something in there to make it work. So, I can probably take this apart and maybe clean something and probably get it working a-okay. Because it's working right now. Here is the opening sequence to Metroid. And I didn't even have to wedge anything in there. It's just working. So what happens if I press the start button? Let me start. Wow, she jumps huge, and that was the big reveal at the end. Like you found out at the end that it was a female in the suit, because most game heroes back in the day were male. And you found out at the end of this game it was a female. I've never actually played this game, I'll be honest. But that's cool, I can jump all the way up above that, burst that bubble. So I can go back. Can I? No. Huh. I don't know this game that well. A lot of people are aficionados of this game. So I've never really played. I played Nintendo a few times, but I was never a Nintendo owner. So I don't know much about this game. But hey, look, I got it working. So I guess I got a free Game Gear on the horizon. Ooh, damn, erg. So I just wanted to show. Oh, you have to write down all this stuff. A lot of zeros. 6 zeros, 6 zeros, 4 zeros, W 0, 4 zeros, KY. Oh! This is in the 80s. That didn't have any meaning back then, but okay. And reset. Yeah. Reset, it comes back. Okay. So let's see if we can get these other games to work. Maybe I just had to be fiddled around a bit with. It probably just needs a cleaning. I'm going to open it up and clean up the contacts with some alcohol. That'll probably help it a lot. But maybe this game will work too. Let's see. No. Doesn't like this game. It's blinking. It's blinking. The screen is like screwy. That's something they showed in the YouTube video. If you close it and then hold it down like that, then maybe it'll work. I thought I cleaned these cartridges. Maybe I didn't. Like the old adage was blow into it, but then to blow there and make it work. But then we found out later that that moisture from your breath, when you blow in there, that could cause corrosion in there. So that actually wasn't a very good idea. So maybe if I take a Q-tip and some I don't have 99%, but I have 91%. That's pretty good. Especially in this day and age of coronavirus. It's hard to find good alcohol. For a little while there, you couldn't find 99%. But this is 91%. And that's pretty good. So, I'm just going to rub that along the bottom and the top of this cartridge. And it's not getting like super dirty, but there might be some debris on there. I mean, this system came out in 1985 in the US, so that was 95, 2005, 2015, 36 years ago. So this could have some buildup on it. Who knows? And I need to open this up and do that on the inside. That's probably the problem. I should probably do that. This one was working, but it wouldn't hurt to clean this one as well. I think I already did, but can't hurt to clean this with alcohol. And yeah, I mean, yeah, that did seem to clean some debris off of there. And while I'm at it, might as well clean this third game. Spy versus Spy. Can't hurt anything to clean with alcohol. So, let's try bump and jump again. Let's see what happens. The blinky. Oh. Press it down. It sort of wants to work. Oh. So, the other thing the video said was try inserting another cartridge above it to sort of hold it in place. And look at that. It's working. So, the system still works. It's just the connection is a little off. What the heck? Let's try it. I haven't played this game since on the arcade at the Circle K up from my street back in the day. Why not? Let's try it. And I'm probably going to suck at this. Like I say, it's been years. So push up to go fast. I thought I could jump though. Where's jump? Oh, you have to press both buttons to jump. Okay, I see. So push forward to go fast. Press both buttons to jump. Oh no, it is just the A button to jump. Oh, and that's where you really need to jump. So this is a little test. Oh, so I think B is brake, A is jump. Let me try that one more time. That was too quick. Help me. Oh, so this... Oh, they're trying to hurt this poor person up ahead. Oh, they gave me a warning that there's a danger. Oh, I missed the little power-up. Damn it. But I didn't miss my jump. I need to pick up one of those power-ups, though. One of these... There we go. I think that's maybe, Oh, a tree in the middle of the road. Ooh! But I'm doing much better than I was previous games, because So I don't think the point of this is to try to win, but I do want to give some speed so I can get over that. They're trying to bump me off. And this isn't an exact port of the arcade game, but hey, I made it to level 2. You can't beat that. Oh, I only crashed 9 cars. Wait, I crashed 9 cars. I crashed 9 cars? I crashed into 9 cars? I bumped 9 cars? What does that mean? What do they mean by crashed? If this one is like, I'm bumping all the... Okay, I crashed 1 car there that I could see. I'm gonna crash as many cars as I can. Little twerps. Oh, I crashed my car. Did I start off where I was, or did I start at the beginning? I can't tell. You little twerp. So they're not going to give me... But I got 10,000 points. So, obviously I did pretty good. Okay, so... Let's see... What else? Maybe I can get this spy versus spy working. And maybe I'll have to stick this game on top of it to make it work. In fact, I'm just curious. Let's see, Metroid worked. After fiddling... Yeah, now I don't have to... Now I don't have to put anything on top of it. Now it's just working. So maybe that was just putting in and pulling out after cleaning it. I don't know. Let me see if Metroid still works. Let's just... I want to... Now Metroid's acting up. Okay, so it's not a permanent fix. I gotta open it up and look at it, and this can sort of slide left and right slightly. Maybe it's not contacting properly. Screen. Oh, it's trying to work. Oh, and now there's nothing. Okay, so it's glitchy. I remember playing this on my Atari 8-bit computer on the 800XL. I had this game. So apparently it was ported to many other systems, and I mentioned that when I showed it off the first time. But let's see. Yeah, let's do some training. Level 1. And since this is composite, I could actually hook it up directly to my computer composite input. So what is it? I forgot to look. Oh, I lost. I'm the white spy. Apparently I got my butt kicked. Ooh. That door blew me up. I'm about to sneak up on somebody. How does this work? This is weird. I don't get it. It's kind of confusing. Probably need to read the manual. But it's working. But let's see if that's consistent. Let me turn it off. Turn it back on. Okay, now it's working again. Turn it off. Turn it back on. It's working. Reset. Reset. Turn it off. Eject it. Close it again. And now it's screwed up again. So when I push it down, it's a little... See, it's got garbage on the screen. Reset. That garbage on the screen is... I hit reset again. Yeah, and look at there's garbage on the screen, but the game is actually starting. And that's while I'm holding it down with my finger. Because as soon as I let it go, it's gonna eject the cartridge. So let me try one more time. And look, now it's working. So what's up with that? Take this out. me go back to bump and jump. That was the last one that was working. And blinking screen again. If I hold it down, nothing. Reset. No longer blinking screen. Off. Back on. Off. Let it. Okay, now I get this weird screen. When I do reset, you see that there's a garbage on the screen. And that's the same conditions that happened last time when I'm holding it down after resetting it a few times. And look, now it's working. Now it's working just fine. So that's probably par for the course for this old system. That's probably how it worked back then. But there's got to be a way to, like, make it not do that. And look, that just worked straight away. Reset. Reset. Okay. I take it out, put it back in. It's working just fine. Okay. So now that's working just fine immediately. Reset, reset. Okay. That one's blinking. So I didn't even have to open the system up, and now it's working. So, but it's glitchy. So I want to make it consistent. So I'm still going to open it up and clean out the inside and see if that helps. So I think I'm going to stop my video for now because I'm showing. Let me go through that one more time just to see how consistent that is, because this seems rather inconsistent. And look, but that seemed like it doesn't always slide in. Okay, it seems like if it's to the right a little more, it doesn't line up right, but if it's to the left, so let me see if that's true. I'll do it to the right, and it's gray. If I do it to the left, then it works. Okay. Let me see if that's the same with all the cartridges. If I do it to the right, okay, that one to the right worked. And if I go to the left, then it's glitchy. So I guess it depends on the cartridge. That's weird. And this one, if I go to the right, glitchy. And if I go to the left, works right away. Okay, so I did notice this one, these two felt a little bit more stiff. Maybe this, maybe these are slightly thicker. And this one seemed to slide in a lot easier. These two, I had to sort of slide to the left. And they worked okay. This one, and if they were slid right, they glitched out. This one, if it was slid left, it was glitchy. And if it was slid right, it worked fine. So, but this one seemed to insert a lot more smoothly than these other two. These other two seem to be harder to insert. Let me go through this one more time. Let me just rando put it in. That's working. But if I try to make it more to the right, then it's glitchy. So that's like it's like the contacts aren't lining up or something. But now it works. Okay. Bump and jump, same. If I kind of go to the left a little bit, or to the right a little bit, it doesn't work right. But if I reinsert it and kind of put it to the left, then it works perfectly. And Spy versus Spy, let me try to put it to the left a little bit. Now it's glitchy. But if I try to put it to the right a little bit, then it works perfectly. So I guess maybe those, there's little contacts on the top and bottom of these. Maybe they're slightly out of alignment. Maybe they're slightly out of alignment to the insertion. That's the only thing that makes any sense to me. I mean, because they seem very consistent depending on how, whatever the manufacturing type is and how I put them in. These two need to be slid to the right. And this one needs to be slid to the left. So, or did I get that mixed? Now I'm confused. Yes. Those two need to be slid to the right, and they feel a little stiffer when they plug in. And this one just sort of slots in like eases in real softly, but it needs to be more towards the left. You live and you learn, right? Well, this is Quintec Retro. I'm going to move on to my next little section. I'm probably going to open this up, see if I can clean some stuff inside and make it a little bit more consistent. But I have a feeling it has to do with the cartridge manufacturing and the lining of the cartridge contacts more than any actual fault with the system. So, we'll find out. We'll find out. Alright. Take care. So this is Quinn from Quintec Retro, and this is the Nintendo Entertainment System that belongs to my neighbor. And I'm going to open this system up and see if I can clean some stuff inside. I got it working, as you saw in the last video, but I'm going to open it up and clean it some more and see if I can get it working more consistently. So, it's very simple. You just need a Phillips head screwdriver. Later Nintendo systems, you needed a special bit. They got all proprietary, where you had to have some special hardware to even work on there. I don't know if it was on the hardware, but at least on the Super Nintendo cartridges, you need like this special bit to. That would be 3. Let's screws down. Let's 3 screws down. 4. And 5. Oh, and there's 6. 4. 5. And 6. 6 4. I realize there's a couple holes here that hold in the game port. So that might be something I'm going to have to take out as well. There's that other. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, it just comes right off. And this spring makes a lot of noise. I'm going to try spraying some WD-40 on that. Maybe that'll quiet that down a little bit. But this is your main hardware. It's got all this shielding around it. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws holding that in. And that's for some shielding. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where was 8? I think 8 was this, well, it's at least 7. So these are for the outer case. The inner casing, 1. They look the same length, but I prefer to keep them separate just in case. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there it comes. So everything looks okay in here. I might have to get a special cleaning card. Do I have one in here? I used to have one, but I don't see it. I think this is as much as I'm going to take it apart for now. And I gotta find this other screw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I need a 6th screw. So I think I'll pause it for now. And we'll come back to this.